everyone and welcome to today's video. Today's video I'm doing one of my favourite things to film and I haven't done it in a while, and it's an if you like this video then you'll like this. The premise of this video series is I recommend books that aren't so popular by comparing them to a book that they're kind of matched with. Like, you know when you go into stores and you see that annoying thing on the front of the book that says the next Hunger Games or the next Divergent series? Well, it's kind of playing on that trope a little bit and actually like doing it from the really honest opinion of mine instead of going into the shop and being like the next Hunger Games, and it turns out to be like not anything to do with the Hunger Games. So yes, I'm recommending some books today in that fashion, so stick around, enjoy, let me know in the comments below what you think, and yeah, let me crack on, let me do it. So everybody here and their mums, aunts, uncles and brothers knows about Throne of the Gladiators by Sarah J Maas. It is a fantasy series following a girl who is an assassin and she's bound to the kingdom to basically do some dark deeds to them to gain her freedom. That's how it all kind of starts. It's a wonderful, amazing fantasy series with amazing cast of characters, wonderful world, brilliant world settings, and just a really unique kind of story premise. And then I read a book recently called The Story Spinner by Becky Wallace. Now, I've just got to really gush about this book. Now, I'm comparing these two from the point of fact that they both have an incredible cast of characters. The Story Spinner is about a girl who lives in a performer's camp. She's a performer until her dad dies in a very mysterious way. Is he assassinated? Is he not? And she is thrust into a world of magic, keepers, royal intrigue, romance, action, adventure, and survival. And it is such a fantastic series to read. I've in fact just finished the second one literally like 10 minutes ago, and I'm kind of obsessed. Can I just say that much? The Story Spinner is a wonderful fantasy read, and I absolutely loved the cast of characters in here. There's like 5 different points of view at least, which is so phenomenal, and it just reminds me of reading the Throne of Glass series and loving different characters for different reasons. So yes, I'm comparing this. If you like this, then you'll go like this. Next, I'm going to be recommending The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. A lot of you guys know about this series. Now, I've read a series called The Shattered Blue. It's the first one in this series, and it's by Lauren Beth Horowitz. And I'm recommending these for you because if you like this, you shall go like this. So basically, Shattered Blue and its comparisons are this. It's based in a modern day world where it's just normal. Just a normal world. And suddenly there's the introduction of Fae. Now in this series, it's not Fae, it's like kind of other stuff. I don't want to say too much, but in this series, it's Fae. Fae come into the modern day world, and our main character, she gets kind of mixed up in it all. And it's kind of like our character Blue in this story, she gets mixed up in like a magical world that she didn't really know existed, but she kind of had an idea about. So I'm recommending these. Shattered Blue is really, really good, and the writing style of both books are completely different. In fact, I didn't like The Raven Boys as much, where I really, really liked Shattered Blue. The Raven Boys had a weird writing style to me, but I can see the comparisons in the fact that you have this normal day world and then this introduction of magic. And it's like, is it real, is it not, that kind of thing. So I recommend these both. If you like this, you're gonna like this. Go check out the Goodreads page down below. And then last but not least, the Lord of the Rings series. Now, I actually published a novel that a lot of people always say, oh wow, it's like a modern version of the Lord of the Rings, and there's always these comparisons, and I can see why, and that is The Whispers of the Fallen by J.D. Netto. There's this amazing fantasy world building, and I think that's where the comparisons come in. The Lord of the Rings has this extensive world, fantastic world building, very scenic kind of imaginatory descriptions, and that is kind of like The Whispers of the Fallen by J.D. Netto. Where both series are slightly different, they are both fantasy, and what I really love about this one here is it's actually set in a world where what would happen if Lucifer's secrets came to light and they found a diary of Lucifer's secrets. That's the premise of this, where of course Lucifer has nothing to do with Lord of the Rings, but this whole world building and character building, I can see the similarities in this, especially when loads of readers and reviewers have been saying it. I'm like, guys, I can see it. So I do recommend that if you like Lord of the Rings and you love the world building and the fantasy element of that, maybe check out The Whispers of the Fallen by J.D. Netto. You might really enjoy it. So apart from that, that's all I'm going to be talking about today. So I really, really, really can't wait to hear from you guys down below what you think. Are you going to check any of these out? I will, of course, leave the Goodreads pages down below. And apart from that, I'll see you all again in another video very soon. Bye, guys.